This could not be an episode on the Railway Hotels of Canada without a bit of history and a whole lot of steam. The Expo Rail Museum in Montreal has the biggest, most diverse inventory of railway memorabilia anywhere in Canada. From the original passenger coaches that passengers traveled on at the turn of the 20th century to some baggage, which, to be honest, I was kind of hoping to find some cash in, but came up a little bit empty here. But check this out. This is 2850, the Royal Hudson, the exact steam locomotive that pulled King George and the Royals across Canada during the war tour of 1939. And the King, who, a lot like myself, was a huge rail fan, spent a decent amount of time riding in the cab that we are actually in right now. The museum even has the original passenger benches from inside Ottawa Union Station, which stopped serving passengers in 1966. And of course, that will be a big focus in next week's episode, and I'll cover it more in depth at the Chateau Laurier. And last but not least, CN 5702, a mammoth of a steam locomotive, but following service, she was restored into her original color scheme and put on display here in Montreal. I think it's safe to say that if you love history or if you love steam, this is an absolute must-do in Montreal, and to be honest, it really makes me want to experience a steam locomotive, but if you're in Montreal, you have to visit the Montreal Expo Rail Museum. Now back in Montreal, the Chateau Champlain's famous design, like I mentioned earlier, was meant to blend with that of Windsor Station next door. And the station itself is a real historical hidden gem. When you walk into the station, you're walking into the same station that countless immigrants came through to a new life in Canada from a corrupt Europe. Not to mention the brave men that made the ultimate sacrifice and left their loved ones here in this very station, as you see here, many of which never end up getting a return ticket. And the station features a bronze statue in the waiting room put in memory of the over 1,000 Canadian Pacific Railway employees and Canadian patriots that made the ultimate sacrifice in World War I. And that statue has two other replicas actually throughout Canada. The second was in Winnipeg at the Canadian Pacific Station on Higgins Avenue, and the third is outside the former Canadian Pacific Waterfront Station in Vancouver. And this statue saw history repeat itself again 20 years later, watching countless men walk out the doors to World War II. And this station even has the original schedule board that serves today as a memorial to when the station hosted dozens of passenger trains a day, including daily departures of the transcontinental route. This was a clip for a full-length show. If you want to watch the full episode of the clip you just saw, click right here. You get the full show, and they go up live every single Sunday. If you want more clips of what you just saw, click right here. You can see the next great hit.